Happy 2020. I hope all of you are excited or are at peace. Like, guys, peace is the most important thing. Like, it's the most essential thing. You can have anything in the world, but if you don't have peace, you are nothing. So I hope even if things are not going well, you still have peace, because that is possible. Peace, hope, and yeah, I think that's the only thing that you need actually into a new year. When you go into a new year, peace, hope, just hope, man. Just hope that it's gonna be a good year. Maybe you didn't end 2019 in a good light. You didn't end 2019 in a positive way. You felt hopeless. And that doesn't mean that all those things are gonna happen in 2020, and it doesn't mean that you should go into 2020 with that it's over for me attitude. It's really hot. I don't know what to do. You shouldn't go into 2020 with that I messed up. It's not gonna be well. Anything can be fixed. So, guys, all you need this year is hope. Have hope. Believe. Have hope. I just decided to make a video. I really don't know what to talk about. Like, I decided I haven't been in front of the camera for a while, and the reason for that is because I moved out of my old place. Not that I really liked it. I'm excited actually that I moved out, but the only problem now is I don't know where certain things are here. Like, I don't know where I put certain things because I don't really have space. I don't have space, so I just know that I don't know where certain things are. The rest is not really important. So this video is just to get ready with me. I really don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but I just wanted maybe to, like, guys, my hair is messed up down here. It's messed up. I cut my hair the other, it's not really messed up, I just didn't brush my hair underneath, which I know most of us do. Well, for me, it's that day. I didn't brush my hair. I haven't washed it okay, I washed it last night, but I didn't brush it. I didn't put anything on it. I just wore the wig on top of the messed up hair. And now I just want to do a little bit of a look, just to feel cute. Just to feel a little bit cute or whatever. So yeah, guys, 2020, I don't know, what have you been up to? I've dedicated this year to school. I'm dedicating this year to school, and this year what I want to try and do is be a good person, like, we always have these resolutions of wanting money, of material things. This year I want to work on myself. I'm not gonna share the experience because I feel like when I do that, I slack, Guys, guess what? My foundation is from 2019. Probably the middle of the year, somewhere there, still alive and kicking. I crossed over with my foundation. So, I don't know why I started with my foundation. That's how long I haven't been doing makeup. So, I've decided I want to work on myself as a person. Like, my attitudes, my habits, my skills. Inside, I want to work on my heart. Whether my negativity, character, just my personality in general. I just want to spend time with myself and just unpack myself, unpack myself. Yesterday I washed my brushes with Jig. and I soaked them with jig, and then also my sponge, but my sponge is still a bit dirty. It's clean but dirty, I don't know, but it was brown, so it's actually clean. Still damp, but it's fine. So I washed them with I washed my brushes with, I soaked them with jig, and then after that I soaked them with face wash. No, I soaked them with jig, and then I soaked them with Dettol. I don't know why. And then I soaked them with I think I've, but it's so fluffy. It feels so good. I think I was trying to sterilize them when I soaked them with the Dettol. Yeah, my skin, guys, my skin is really in love with Pretoria. I don't know why, but like every time I come to Pretoria, my skin is alive. It's popping. Like I could be going through the worst, and my skin is like, no sis, you're not going through anything. You're fine. So, as I was saying, I just wanted to. I don't even know if I have a pencil. Like I don't even know if we're doing these brows or not. As I was saying, I just want to dedicate my year to working on myself. Just being positive, guys. Like working on myself, whether it's spiritually, mentally, physically. And I'm just telling you guys because I want to encourage someone. Maybe there's someone that needs encouragement. Like before you fix all these things, I feel like it's important. Like sometimes I just feel like we're doing it the wrong way. We start with the outside and then we want to bring the outside into the inside, which will never work. You are going to fall apart. You're going to fall apart. So, ooh, I found a pencil. So I want to start by being upright. Soap. I don't even know what soap is doing in my makeup bag. I want to start by being upright. You know, like being upright. Following routines. I want to be that type of person. Because for the past few years or months, let me just say months, it's not years, because I wasn't so big on YouTube on the other years, like watching YouTube. But last year was YouTube, guys. There's nothing wrong with watching YouTube videos, but for me, I woke up to YouTube. I woke up to YouTube videos. Most of my day I'd be watching YouTube videos, whether I'm working, whether I'm with people, with my boyfriend, I'll be watching YouTube, whether I'm with my stop watching TV part. Like I don't really care about that. I watched YouTube. Like every time I got airtime, I think of YouTube. Every time I get airtime, I think of YouTube. And the stopping to watch TV thing is not really a big deal. That's the good part. I stopped watching TV because TV for me is messed up. Like I don't find the need of watching TV unless there are visitors at my house and I don't want to be rude, obviously. And if they want to watch TV and they came to visit me, I'm gonna watch TV with them, but it's not like a priority to me. I don't like watch TV. I wouldn't mind staying in a place without a TV, which I don't have a TV now. I wouldn't mind having a TV, like staying forever without a TV. And so with YouTube, I'd wake up to YouTube, watch YouTube. So I'd wake up to YouTube and fall asleep to YouTube. And you know, things that you listen to, they shape you and they make you, and they channel your thought process in some sort of way. So sometimes I listen to like news, gossip, things that are trending around the country. Some things are not so good. Some things are toxic that I'll be listening to. Some of the music that I'll be listening to is not really good music to listen to or to sleep to. I would do that. So I wanted to change that. This eyebrow looks weird. I don't know. So I wanted to change that, guys. Like I wanted to change that. I don't want to be waking up to YouTube, guys. Like, I'm getting old. I'm 26. Before you know it, I'll be having little me's, mini me's. And I don't want to, like, I want to be a good person in order to teach my children good habits. I don't want to be a hypocrite, you know? When I tell them, don't watch what before you sleep, you know, it should be something that I'm already used to. If I want to form certain routines for them, I also want to make sure that I already have my own routines that I'm following. And if I'm going to teach them discipline, I also want to be the type of parent who is disciplined, you know. So right now I want to make decisions that are going to help me in future and not come back to bite my ass. Like, you don't want your child to be saying, but you do this, mommy, you do that. I'm just getting a call. Let me just answer my. How do you lead by example? So yeah, those are the kind of things that I've also discovered. And I don't want to put pressure on myself. Yes, it's very good to set certain goals for yourself, but also I'm going to start small. Like, I'm going to be realistic about everything. I just want to make sure that everything that I set out throughout this year is attainable. Last year I did set goals. I did achieve most of them. The only one that I wasn't able to achieve is vacation, because on the employment side, things did not go as planned, or maybe I wasn't disciplined enough in terms of saving. So, and also I felt like the whatever goal that I set, the vacation that I wanted to go to, was not attainable in terms of my savings. I wasn't really realistic with myself, and yeah, I wasn't focused on the goal. So this year I want to do things differently. I'm correcting the mistakes that I made. First of all, start small, look at my budget, and then save or form. If I want to go on vacation, then I should work around my budget, the budget that I already have. And in terms of habits, I also want to start really small. I don't want to announce it, guys. Like, I really don't want to announce the things that I'll be changing with my life. Like, I've noticed that when I announce things don't happen. I feel like, you know, I don't know if it happens with you guys as well. Like, when I announce things don't go as planned. Like, they don't go as planned. So I'm leaving social media out of my life this time. If I'm gonna post a picture, if I'm in Cape Town, then I post a picture, but I'm not gonna announce that I'm going to Cape Town. If I'm gonna post a picture of me graduating, then I did graduate, then congratulations to you, girl. But I'm not gonna announce that I'm graduating. Like, I feel like no one deserves to know. It's my business. It's what I want to do, and like, how is it benefit? I don't feel like it's necessary in any way to be explaining to people that, hey, I'm graduating. A lot of people were actually not happy last year when they saw my graduation pictures, because I did not announce. Like, I didn't announce, guys. And the reason why I didn't announce, I'm not apologetic about it. Like, I'm not even sorry that I didn't announce. Just hold on. So I don't even feel sorry that I didn't announce. I'm not even like, I had reasons, guys. I had reasons. For example, let me just give you an example as to why I'm not announcing. I studied at the University of Johannesburg. I studied psychology for 3 years. From first year to third year, I have never, I don't know, maybe I'm telling the story for the 100th time, but that's how much it hurts. For 3 years, I have never failed, guys. Like, I'm not bragging or anything. I've never failed a test. Okay, I did fail a test, but I've never failed a semester test that affected my marks to that extent. I've never like gotten a sub. I always passed, like, actually with flying colors. Most of my modules I got distinctions from first years, from first year till third year. Okay, cool. Third year, I went in deep. Sleepless nights. I studied at the library. I was sleeping at the library. I wanted that degree, guys, and I wanted that degree to be significant, meaningful. I wanted that degree to not just come with a degree, because my matric just came as matric. It came as matric. I think I had 80% in matric, which was LO. So I wanted to change that, because I felt my marks were so close in matric. They were like 78, 76. What? You know, I'm not a person who really likes discussing marks, but this is how much it hurts, guys. It hurt me so much. Like, I just want to highlight, like, how announcing things sometimes is not really, it's gonna come back to bite you, you know? And then, okay, fine. I put in the good work. I was like, you know what, parents, you didn't get your 80% in matric, which was a bit sad, but you know what? Let me give it to you. You know, as black people, your degree is not your, like, your education is not only yours, it's for your parents as well. Like, for them to like, but this fool, for them to like hit their chest and be like, yo, my daughter, you know? And me, I'm the only girl. I feel like to a certain extent, sometimes I feel like, yo, my parents give me that more pressure than the boys, because I don't know, boys in school, girls are always the ones that go ahead with school. Like, they want to achieve more and more. Some boys, yes, do want to do school, but guys, I feel like guys can get through life. They can get a lot of things without education. So, education does not mean so much to them. So yeah, I put in the hard work, and my marks were really great. So okay, January, I'm waiting for my graduation letter. January, first week, end of the year, I'm waiting for the part where it changes. It's supposed to write something about graduation. December, nothing. Okay, I keep refreshing, nothing. January comes, waiting for graduation letter. People are getting their graduation letter. I'm still waiting. And now it's becoming the end of Jan now. Schools are opening. I have to know like what's going on. I'm applying and I have to send my transcript. I'm already applying. I remember I went to the University of Tufloop. Is it the University of Tufloop? Tufloop University. Skim Sam has messed this thing up for me. Now I don't know. Is it University of Limpopo? I went to University of Limpopo. I applied there because I was already working at the time. So I wanted to be close to home. For some, I don't know. Why do I want to be close to home? I don't know. Because I was going to go full time anyway. But I think I just wanted to be close to home. So, fine. Applied University of Limpopo. And then I'm asking for my academic transcript. And they say they can't give it to me for some reason. That was, I don't know. What do you call it? Sign number 1 that I was not graduating. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna get that. Transcript somewhere or another. I tried emails. I tried everything. They were like responding. UJ, guys, UJ responds. I won't lie. UJ is the only okay, I don't know about the other universities, but UJ, like when it comes to responding and interacting with students, like it's easy to get communication from the university as compared to UNISA. So sharp, I got communication via email. Okay, things were still not clear. So, you know, at the back of your mind, when you know that something is wrong, you know that something is wrong. You're like, something is really, really wrong. But you're in denial. You don't want to know about that thing that's wrong. So, I was like, let me call UJ. Oh my word. This thing, look, who controls with a pencil? A liner, like me, I don't know. I think I'm the only one on this world who controls with a liner. Like, it does it for me. Guys, I don't think, when it comes to makeup, no one should ever copy me, because I just use anything I have. Like, I don't do all these things that should be done. And it always turns out good for some reason. People think I have the products. I don't. Look, I'm using a broken pencil liner head. I don't know even know what to call it. So anyway, continue with the story. So I decided, yes, okay, let me call the university. Let me stop being scared and call the university, you know, and just find out what's wrong. Face my fears. So I did that. Okay, I did that. I contacted the university. I swallowed my pride. I contacted the university and I was like, yo, what's up? And she's like, sure. So the person was like, and I was like, okay, so this is me, Rutabilesi Chava, from the Faculty of Humanities, Psychology, and I'm supposed to be receiving my graduation letter because, you know, my mates are receiving the graduation letter, and then I'm like, I'm still waiting for mine. So I just wanted to check if my address is still okay in the university. Like, do you still have my address as this and that? And they're like, yes, we do. And I'm like, okay, do you perhaps know why I haven't received my graduation letter? And then, you know, they always say, okay, give me your student number. And then I gave them my student number. So then I gave them my student number, and she was like, yo, babe. It was a man. So he was like, yo, babe, turns out you're not graduating. Ooh, sham. The problem is I can't cry, but I can. You know, I can't cry, but it hurts. Like, imagine a record time. Nothing is wrong with your transcript. Nothing is wrong with your marks. You are told you're not graduating. I didn't even like want to know why. I just hung up. It's like, doop. And then I called again. Luckily, we were still the same person. So I was like, what, but student number, this and this. I called you just now. You said I'm not graduating. After I cried like for 2 hours in the bathroom at work. I was already working by then. So after I cried, and then I hung up. I remember I cried and I called my boyfriend and I told him I'm not graduating. And he's like, okay, why? I didn't understand. He was like, you're not graduating. Like, you are not graduating. Like, why? And I was like, okay, good question. Let me call them and ask them why. I don't know why I didn't ask. So then I hung up and then I called them and I'm like, yo, retabiliate the number, blah, 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 2013, blah, 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 blah. So they're like, turns out that you dropped a major in second year, which you were not supposed to do. So now guys, hey, I don't, you know, when you don't even understand, okay, the system allowed me to do this. Usually when you do certain things on the computer, when you register online, it says you're not allowed to do that. The stupid thing about UJ is that it does not tell you. UJ did not tell me. UJ did not tell me that this is wrong. I'm still mad at UJ. They did not tell me that this is wrong, but it happened, guys. And apparently I was supposed to like tell a few people who could have helped me at that time. I didn't know. You know when you don't know things. Apparently I could have graduated, but exalayo, I didn't. And then, okay, a friend of mine was also going through the same situation, so I hung up and then I sent her a message. I told her I'm not graduating. We are not graduating. It's gonna happen to you as well, because the reason why we're not getting the letter is because we dropped that subject in second year, and it turns out that subject was our major. And she was like, what? I'm like, yep, I know. But she's asking me the same questions. Why did the system let us do this? I'm like, hey girl, I really don't know. But apparently it's like a thing in UJ. When it comes to third year, they mess your things up so that you don't graduate. I still love the University of Johannesburg, don't get me wrong. But what they did there, they did me wrong, guys. They did me wrong. Like, we got to third year and we were told you have three. We got to third year and we were told you have to have 2 psychologies. I'm a psychology student. You have to have 2 psychologies, right? 2 psychologies and 1 subject. You can drop any of your electives. They were called elective, the other subjects. As long as you have 2 psychologies. Girls, we did that. Girls, they did that. They dropped the other subjects. They dropped the subjects. We dropped. Obviously, you're gonna drop the subject that you like the least, and then keep the one that your one of your favorite electives, which is what we did. I dropped the other subject that I dropped, which is communication, which is my major, and then I dropped that, and then I dropped communication, and then I was left with education and the two psychologies that I had. So apparently that's not what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to drop education and then be left with communication because we didn't start with education from first year. Okay, cool. I get that. I get what they're trying to say. But why didn't you tell us? Like, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you guide us? Okay, that's not really what we're talking about, but oh my word, people are gonna think I'm weird. I had to close the curtain so that they don't think I'm weird. Okay, go, I'm not weird. Anyway, so that's what happened. That's what happened, yes. We didn't graduate. And then I had to tell my parents, guys. You had to tell your black parent that you are not graduating. After they went through so much, after the excitement, after them sharing this news with people, with the church, with friends, with their colleagues at work, guys, you know the embarrassment of having to go back and correct them. That's why I'm saying do not share. After me writing my statuses, graduate, finally, fountain, here I come. UJ fountain, here I come. Long word, record time, blah blah blah. All these things that you write in third year, all these things that a normal third year student who is confident and knows that they are going to graduate writes at third year. I did that. And I was a clown. So guys, do not, and I repeat, do not mention things like it's not important. Like, why did I need to tell people that record time, graduate, blah blah blah? I could have just kept my mouth shut. So that was that. That's what happened. I didn't graduate in record time, but I didn't give up, guys, and I did graduate 2 years later. I didn't graduate the next year because I had to do a module for the whole, not the whole year. I did it for a semester, luckily, because I did it via UNISA. UJ allowed me to do that. Shout out to UJ for allowing me to do that and understanding my situation that I couldn't go back to school for one module for a whole year, pay rent and whatnot. So they allowed me to do it via UNISA and accredited me. And in 2018, was it 2018? Yes. 2018, I became a psychology graduate at the University of Johannesburg. But that's not really important because now, yeah, the story that happened, I put a lot of blush. So that's not really important. The important thing is that you do not announce things. You set your goals because you are setting them for yourself, guys, to motivate yourself, to feel like you have a meaning, you have a purpose, and just to see how much discipline that you have within yourself. You don't do it for other people, or you don't do things for other people. You're not in a relationship with other people. Other people don't need to know that you are in Cape Town. They don't need to know that you are planning on buying a car. Just buy the car and post it if you want to post the car. People don't need to know that you are going to an interview tomorrow, or they don't need to know that you applied for a certain job, this and this, that's the reason why I told you that story. That's the reason why I did not even tell my friends when I graduated in 2018. I did not tell them that. I just told them that I did not graduate because there were complications. I didn't explain myself because, yes, I was embarrassed. I don't know. Everyone was graduating and I wasn't, and I just didn't understand. So I wasn't less to explain myself, So in order to save yourself the explanations, girl child, or boy child, shut up. Stop talking a lot in 2020. That's the message of this. We can aim at the channel right now. That's the highlight of this video. If you've been waiting for the highlight of the video, maybe you didn't understand. Maybe I was rambling, my friend. Maybe I was just all over the place, like, what the hell is she saying? We have come to the highlight of the video now. Do not, and I repeat, do not announce things. Stop announcing things. Guys, do you know that we are not even relatable anymore as human beings? Because the world has turned into a flippant competition. A race. We are on the racetrack as human beings. What's going on? We have lost our minds. We are depressed. We are sick in here. We are crazy. Our friends are depressed. Our friends are on the verge of suicide because of all these things that we are posting that are unnecessary. Do you know that? Yes, there is something wrong with you if you feel a certain way when your friend is doing good things. That's a story for another day. Yes, there's something wrong with you if you like. There's that thing, yeah, okay, I'm disappointing myself. Things are not going well for me. But if your friend is posting something, yes, congratulate them. It's that time. But some of the things are unnecessary, guys. Some of the things that we're even living are not even real. Like, today you're asking for money. Tomorrow you are living a lavish life. That is not balancing. It's not the balance. It's not making sense for me. For me, it's messed up. There's something wrong with our generation. You know? We are so focused on haters. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna do what? He will prepare a table in front of my enemies and what. You post a picture and then you post a picture of what, and you're like, a picture of something and you're like, he prepares a table in front of my enemies. Which enemies? My friend, you are your own enemy. You are creating enemies that are not there because of that. You are attracting enemies. You are attracting the devil because of the things like that. Stop it. Live your life for you. Live your life because you can. Don't live your life because you want to prove a point to so and so, you know? So and so does not care. Guys, people don't care, hey? People don't care. If they did care, they would show you. But now that you know that people don't care, stop it. You know, stop wasting your life. Stop putting your life on the line. I did not tell people that when I graduated, like people, I just posted pictures like, hey, graduation. Okay, first of all, I did not even post the picture of graduation. I remember that time when I was graduating, I sent pictures. Obviously, my family members were there. And they posted the pictures. Obviously, people started saying congratulations. So I was like, okay. People were mad at me. Like, why didn't you tell me that I was graduating? Why? I did not need to tell anyone that I was graduating. I don't understand. It has even come to that people think you owe them information because you're always putting your things out there. So the lesson in 2020. Let me just close my video because now I'm going to start preaching. The lesson in 2020, my dear friends. Yes, I put eyeshadow on my lips. I like it. Makes me feel good. I like the bright color. I love this look. It's so cute. Yeah, guys, that's the lesson in 2020. Stop spreading things that are not necessary. Like, just stop it. Live your life, man. Do it for you. Do it for you. What happened to that thing of doing this for me? Focus on your goals. Set your goals. Wake up. Set your goals. Go through your goals every day, but do it for you. That way, less expectations, less disappointment, more expectations and less disappointments. Because you don't owe anyone an explanation. You owe your parents because Vela, they are paying school fees and they brought you to this earth and they want to know what's going on with your life. But whoever's parents, you don't owe anyone's parents anything. You don't. The less people know, the better. I remember I used to post like a plate of food. Not that I don't anymore. I'm trying to discipline myself into not doing it. I remember I did that. And I did that in front of my mom. And my mom is like, do you know someone is somewhere out there, has not eaten. And what is your purpose of posting that picture? And I didn't have an answer. So you can carry on doing all these things. Not that I'm saying that I'm gonna stop. But what is the purpose, guys? Really, 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 really dig down in everything that you do. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why? Why are you doing it? Do you have a reason? Or you just flaunting? Or you just want people to think you can afford? You think people don't know already that you can afford? Or you think people undermine you? What is the reason? Do you think people can't see you? I was asking, so you think people just don't see you? You think people don't recognize you? You know what it is? I was talking to friends the other day, and somebody gave me an answer of what we're suffering from. We are suffering from lack of validation. We feel like we need to be validated with every single thing. You know why? Because every time you post that picture, you go back 5 minutes later, not even 5 minutes later, 10 seconds later, and you want to see how many likes that you have, and you find that you have 5 likes, and you are depressed. Your day is ruined. You're not having a good day all of a sudden. Because you know what? You seek validation. And you know why we're seeking validation? We are not confident. You know why we are not confident? It's because we are not relating. We don't have anyone to relate to because everyone is living a so-called lavish life. Everyone is trying to conform to the social standards. Everyone is trying to conform to living a perfect life. You can't even take a picture anymore with your bad hair. You can't even take a picture anymore with your hair like this because you think people are not going to like the picture. We are sick. We are people that are sick, and we think validation is the only way to cure our sickness. Girl, stop talking. Stop talking. I get it. Validation is very important. It's very important. It's very, very important. But validate yourself. Validate yourself. You can validate yourself. You don't need social media to confirm and say, yes, you're on the right track. Because you're going to be lost. You're going to lose it. You're going to end up, guys, depression. It's deep. But anyway, guys, I hope you like my video. I hope you understand. I don't even hope that you like it. I hope you understand it. I hope you understand my video. I hope you understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you watch it. I know it's very long. I hope you watch it to understand what I am talking about. And well wishes, man. Well wishes for 2020. I hope when 2020 is full of blessings, full of self-discovery, most importantly self-discovery. I hope 2020 is your best chapter because you are focused on yourself, and I hope 2020 is prosperous in regards to self-discovery. I hope you achieve that at the end of 2020, and all the other goals that you have set for yourself, I hope they come to pass because you'll be focused on yourself and you'll be focused on achieving those goals and not impressing Mikey. And yeah, well wishes for 2020, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.